missing thumbs. So I don't have any thumbs. Where's my thumb? The air didn't pop on, whatever. What's up? Hold on. What's up? What's good? Back here with another video. Okay, so today I'm gonna tell y'all about the story of Houston. I feel like I gave y'all a vlog of Houston, but let me give y'all the real breakdown of Houston. I feel like Houston was like a weird, sort of a weird place. It's a lit place, don't get me wrong, but it's weird. Like, you know, like, it's some weird lit places I have. You know, like Vegas. Vegas is lit, but it's weird as fuck. But Houston ain't got shit on Vegas. I like Vegas a little more weird. I don't know. Yeah, they about one and the same. So, you know, if y'all know, if you know, you know, but if you don't, then I guess you just don't. So, we're gonna start from, like, the whole trip was just like, it was almost a disaster, but we turned that motherfucker all around, period. So, booked our flights, boom, that, whatever. We blended this trip like 2 months ago. We did this plan just like in April or maybe the end of March or whatever. So everything went good. We got to the airport on time, and actually as soon as we got to the airport, we only had to sit down for like 5 minutes. Then it was time for them to start boarding the plane. Boom. So that's nothing. We get on the plane. Plane was rocky than a motherfucker. It was so much turbulence on the way there. So that irritated me already right there, that it was so much turbulence. It was like, I guess it was like storms everywhere and stuff like that. It was raining. So we went from Chicago to Houston. In Chicago, it was raining when we got on the plane. Not nothing hard though. So we already figured it'd be raining probably, you know, through, because it's spring. So it was hella storms and rain. So it was just so much turbulence. And we was on the plane for about a good 3 hours. And then we got off. It was cloudy in Houston, but it started getting bright. So that was that. It started getting back bright or whatever. So that's nothing. So we ready to turn up. We look for places to go, turn up or whatever. And we look for places to go. No. So I went. See, okay. We was able to. We got the car. We was able to get the car. So we ended up being able to get the car or whatever. And you know, that usually be the hardest part, like, you know, trying to make sure you're able to get a car or whatever. So we was able to get our car, and that was that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we got the car out the way. We already know it's gonna be lit. We got some places listed down. All we gotta do is go to this Airbnb. Imagine it's a nice ass Airbnb. We didn't look at the pictures. So it's a nice ass Airbnb. Got a balcony, got a pool, fat ass TV, like just real cute on the internet. We get there, it's outdoors, like it's like not outdoors, it's outdoors but not outdoors type shit. I can't really explain it. Like, it don't got no door to come in, you just come straight upstairs type shit, and you don't go through no doors. Like, if y'all understand, you understand. So that threw me off one. So the hall, walking down the halls is just humid as hell because it's basically outside, giving kind of motel type of vibes, which threw me off. But these are apartments, which threw me off right there because I don't even play like that. Then they got like garbage, they got like little dumpsters in front of the houses, and houses already outside. Imagine if a skunk or a raccoon, whatever, I don't know what type of animals they got down there, but you know, we got that hill, whatever. But what, like, you know what I'm saying, one of them be sitting on top of your garbage can when you come out the door. Like, you know what I'm saying, you got garbage cans at the door. That shit trifling right there. That's one. So then we goes in or whatever. Well, it was hard for us we couldn't locate it. It was like so hard trying to figure out which one it is because it's like so confusing because they gave us the wrong address. Mind you, they gave us the wrong address, and then they had gave us the wrong address, so we couldn't even find the Airbnb that we supposed to be in. So like, it was just so much weird shit trying to get up in there. And then it was supposed to be a lady who Airbnb it is, and a man steady answering the phone or steady calling, and like just all type of weird shit. So that was weird right there. If we're supposed to be a woman and now it's just your husband, like, where's the lady at? Okay, we gotta keep talking to the husband. Where's the wife? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because her name on it. And her name, it ended up turning into him, her and him account. Like, the name ended up changing and some more weird shit. So we finally, after an hour and like 30 minutes, we finally figure out the exact what's called. We already paid our money for this Airbnb already, so now we're ready to go in here. So we finally got inside the Airbnb or whatever, and once we got inside, it was like, okay, it's all right, but it ain't giving what the pictures on the internet given. So like the internet giving it a 10. The actual room is like, I mean, the actual apartment, Airbnb, whatever, is like a good 6.5 type shit. Like really a 6. So we're like, okay, well, let's sit our stuff down, and then we're gonna go on to run to Walmart because we're gonna be here for 4 days. We want to go get some food so we can cook. We ain't gotta go eat all the time, go out to eat and all that. So we goes to Walmart. We comes back. So after we go to Walmart, we was like, we're gonna go out or whatever once we get back. So we comes in. I mean, we goes to Walmart or whatever, and when we gets back, man, we got all this grocery. We got a good 4 day worth of stuff. 4 days worth of stuff. So we what part am I on? So we come in with the stuff. Man, the first time we wasn't sitting in that long. We had just put the stuff down and then left. Put our suitcases and stuff in there and grabbed the keys out of there, and we left. And then we comes back in. So I'm like, I'm about to cook something. I'm like, I'm gonna cook because it's already like 7 o'clock. So I'm like, we're gonna cook and then we're gonna go out because we ain't gonna have no time to eat, then go out. And we don't want to eat there. But we supposed to went to a club or whatever. So I'm up finna cook, and I'm turning the water on. I turn the water on in the kitchen. I'm like, bro, it's a whole roach in this sink, bro. I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I know this is a roach. I know this is not no motherfucking spider. I know a roach when I see one, and this is a roach. So I don't even kill bugs. So I just have to hurry up and kill it because I'm like, okay, it's just throwing me off. I hurry up and kill the bug. So that's first. We see a roach. So I'm like, Greg, there's a roach in here. So then I'm like, yeah, that just threw me off. I was like, I don't even want to cook no more. I'm gonna put the food up. I was just gonna put everything in the refrigerator. I opens the refrigerator. It's a dead roach in the refrigerator. Second roach from the scene. So I'm like, okay, yeah, they got roaches, Jen. So I'm right here, and it's me. I'm just seeing all the roaches. So then at this point I'm itching. I'm thrown off, and now I'm just looking around. Like I'm not gonna see the roach. So now at this point I'm looking for a roach, to be honest. So I'm throwing the stove eggs in the garbage. It's a roach. It is a dead roach sitting right here on the floor, y'all. It's a dead roach right there. And then we look on the wall. So we were just sitting there, whatever, because my sister was mad, and she had Airbnb in her name, so she was blue. And she calling people like it's a roaches and da-da-da. So we just all sitting at the table at this point, because we all just irritated, throw it off. Now I'm just irritated. I'm right here cleaning out the refrigerator with hand sanitizer and all that. We look on the wall. It's a smear roach in the wall. Like if somebody been killing roaches before we came, because this motherfucker looked dried out or whatever. And then so I'm like, we might as well put our clothes on the bed in the room. So once we put our clothes in the bed in the room, my sister see a big ass bug on the wall. Like I don't know if that was a spider. I really don't know what kind of bug it was, but it looked really weird. So it was just like too much. So she ended up getting in contact with the people, and they talking about they don't usually have roaches and they don't usually have these type of problems. But once she talked to them, she was like, they said they don't have the problem, da-da-da. And she was like, but there's some roach spray under the cabinet. Y'all, they don't usually have this problem, but why was the roach spray damn near empty? And why is it a smear roach on the wall? Why is it dead roaches on the floor? Which means somebody been spraying this spray. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. After my sister has emptied the whole damn clip of the motherfucking spray. So after she done sprayed the whole bottle of spray, we end up leaving out. I'm like, we must just still get ready and leave. Like, I'm like, these roaches ain't finna stop us. So we finna go ahead and head out. So we ended up getting ready and we left. And then she sprayed the spray down so we could leave. And then we left, came back. It was cool. We actually didn't see no more roaches, but you could tell the roaches lived out. Period. So what happened next? Well, we ended up not getting in the club though, for one. Because they was like, they wanted us to have on heels. We didn't have no heels. It was just already late. It was already like 10 o'clock at this point. It was just like irritating. Everything was just irritating. So we just ended up at McDonald's getting us some food. We're trying to get us some food at McDonald's. And some homeless people walked up to the car. He walked up to the car and we was already talking about something. And the man, he was saying something like at the car, like, I don't know, I ain't gonna say he was homeless, but he was like drugged out looking, like he looked bad. And he was acting crazy, girl, being like rude. So no, can't nobody, who gonna give somebody something if you being rude with it, you know what I'm saying? And he ended up like talking shit like talking shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like acting cuckoo as fuck, like acting real crazy. Something else. So we ended up leaving the McDonald's line, because the McDonald's line, like, the lady hanging the whole food out, like she was just like so much. She was being weird, like she was like hanging the food out the window, just like in a way like So we ended up just pulling off there. And then did we even eat that night? I think we ended up going to another McDonald's. Yeah, we ended up at another McDonald's, and our food was real good. It was real nice. That was a whole nother vibe. I'm sure we was already on the other side of town at that point. That's all we did. No, in fact, we was riding around. Yeah, we was riding around for about a good 2-3 hours, drinking, and that was that. Then it ended up raining like at 1 o'clock, so we ended up going back in the house at 1. Okay, so yeah, so now it's the next day or whatever, and I'm trying on my clothes. All my clothes too little, y'all. Mind y'all, I ain't tried nothing on. I ain't tried none of my stuff on. I'm like, and I ain't buy nothing new, because I'm like, I got shit in my closet like I haven't worn or something like that. So I'm like, I'm not buying nothing new, and I'm like, it ain't my birthday, and plus I already just have to pay for plane ticket, Airbnb, still got to spend money down there. And I'm like, and I got new clothes, I don't need nothing new. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't be going nowhere and I be buying clothes and shoes and stuff like that. So all my shoes fit perfectly fine. Purses fit perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Can't go wrong about them. And my pants fit perfectly fine too. But I brought a bunch of shirts that I should have tried on. That's what I made. Because like all my like cute, sexy shirts, you know, I'm buff. It ain't gonna be fun, you know what I'm saying? I'm buff, so if a shirt don't stretch, I'm not gonna be able to fit it. Like, I need my clothes have to be stretchy, because your girl is buff. It's giving steroids. So I need my clothes to stretch, and the shirts that I had did not stretch, and I didn't try them on, even though it was new stuff or whatever. It still didn't fit me, which pissed me off. So I had to end up wearing, if y'all saw what I wore already, I just threw a couple pictures now so y'all can see the shit I wore. Stuff I did not want to wear. Like, I wanted to wear, I brought it to wear it, but not to wear it the way I wore it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to be more sexy out there. So that's one that threw me off. I was pissed off that I didn't try on my clothes. I'm talking about everybody else. They gotta go to the mall, because we ended up having to go to the mall because they ain't have some stuff, so they had to go. I wish I would have tried my clothes on then if I went to the mall. I forgot we went to the mall the day we landed. So soon we got the car, we went to the mall. You know me, I ain't trying my clothes. I could have bought me some little stuff from the mall, but I wasn't going back in that mall. That mall was just too much. Or whatever. Leaving out, finna go out the door, wherever we was finna go. I don't remember who was going, who was running out, because we was running in and out. It was, so mind you, I told y'all it was garbage, the garbage cans they got outside the door, where they got to put the garbage in. And it's the weekend, so I'm guessing they probably didn't take, you know, come pick the garbage up and all that. It was garbage already out there. We opened the door, it's hell of nets at the door. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, stuff like this is weird. Why would you have a garbage can out here? It's already basically outdoors. Humid as shit out here, because it's like hot, rainy, too much, so it's really humid out here. Now we open the door, it's hella nets right there, so that pissed us off. Like, it was just like, too much. Like, the Airbnb really ruined a lot. Like, that was annoying. But I'm like, just keep it pushing. I'm like, we already got the Airbnb, we already paid our money for it. Little bugs ain't gonna hurt us. Just keep the shit pushing. Like, fuck it. You know, I was trying to keep everybody sane, because like, just fuck it or whatever. So that was like so irritating. But it was cool, whatever. So I'm like, whatever. She come out, sprayed the spray, we went out the door. Boom. Just, and my job, we had to go through a garage, and I could not have weapons. We couldn't have nothing, you know, on the airport, and we never went to the gas station to get, you know, some mace or some knives or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I was walking through with a butcher knife. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna finish that off later. But just remember that I had one of the Airbnb butcher knives in my purse. Everywhere we went. Not in a club, so I ain't taking in a club. But I had an extra purse with me, and it's in the car. Yeah, it was cool with the net, but I'm gonna skip to the next day after this one, because that day went kind of cool. We got put out the lounge or whatever because my sister was throwing up, and they said no throwing up. She threw up once. They ain't say nothing, which is on the left side of me. Then this bitch get up, start dancing, then end up sitting on the left side of me. I mean the right side of me, and throwing up on me on the other side. So I'm just stuck in the middle. They telling me to get from right there at the table. I'm like, I fucking can't. Like, I'm surrounded by throw up, so they have to help me up, and they put us out. But they make sure they got they checked, I'll tell you that. And I think they charged us a little extra, to be honest, because it was like an extra whole $20. I could be drunk, but one thing about it is I'm gonna remember how much something was. But we just paid, and we got the fuck out of there. Okay, so then I'm gonna skip to the next day, because that day she ended up falling asleep. We ain't do nothing else. So the next day comes, and we had a water park. Oh, my leg itching. Not a water park. What the fuck that thing called? A water wall. The next day come, and we go to the water wall, and we go to the water wall. We all have to turn it up or whatever. You know, they dancing. I'm put a video in. They are dancing, whatever. And a man decides to come up and say, "Don't start nothing y'all can't finish," or some weird shit like that. So that was like, what? Bitch, what? So my sister like, he weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody dancing for you or turning up for you. Your ass was weird. Like, that was just weird right there. Like, talking about don't start nothing y'all can't finish. And then he talking about y'all blessed, y'all beautiful. Like, just being weird. Like, okay, saying somebody beautiful, that's cool. You keep it pushing after that. But because somebody out here dancing, turning up, don't say no weird shit like, don't start nothing y'all can't finish. Like, that was creepy right there. That threw me off. I don't play with creeps. I don't play like that. We ended up going in the house or whatever, getting ready. We went to the club. And then, not the club, what's it called? It's like a bar lounge type place too. Whatever you want to call it. And it was on the rooftop type shit. We went there, and it was these men that walked in behind us. Mind you, it was just me. It was just us four. Me, my sister, well, me, I'm just saying her name. Me, Fifi, Kamaya, and Renee. It was us. And I handed them my ID. I mean, we all handed them they all handed them their ID. It was like 3 different security guards or whatever. So I was still looking for mine because I had on these long ass nails, and I couldn't get my ID out because I ain't have a wallet. It was just like my stuff was just all up in there because I didn't want to bring everything out there with me. So I just had my wallet. I mean, I just had my ID in there. So I'm trying to look for my ID. I couldn't find it, whatever. It took me a long time to look for it. So that's why we were still right here. Then some people ended up walking up behind us, was too mean. And I'm gonna look for my ID. So I finally gave him my ID or whatever. And mind you, Kamaya had a fake ID. Should I say that? I'm gonna say my cousin. I ain't gonna say who. So one of the people with me had a fake ID because she wasn't of age yet. She got a couple months before she's 21, so she don't got no ID yet. So she got a little fake ID or whatever. And so my sister's sitting there flirting with him to get my cousin in or whatever. Trying to get her in, like, so he wouldn't pay attention to her ID. Boom. So they all over there kicking it. So I ended up going to the other man to, like, so he can, I ended up going on the other side so the other man can look at mine. So I'm like, let's get in the door because now there's people behind us. So, you know, trying to move it. They was like, open your purse. They wanted to look at our purse or whatever. So then the fucking men, remember I told y'all 2 men walked up behind us. Why one of the men gonna say something? You need to give these beautiful ladies a strip search. Okay, I'm like, okay, ew. Well, let me just pimp it. I'm gonna walk it off. And I'm like, ugh, like what the fuck? I guess nobody else heard him. I don't know. Because I told y'all I had one to the other men on the other side. Well, not really on the other side. We like over here, and they all over here in like a group, and he over here. And the line like starting like right here behind him. So that just threw me off. I was like, like, any other man trying to search me, I was like, he already searched me. I'm trying to get the fuck in here. Inside. That just pissed me off. I told y'all I do not play that creepy shit. That shit weird. So I ain't say nothing about it though. I'm just like, I'm gonna keep it pushing. I ain't gonna say nothing to them about it. We're gonna just keep it shit G and keep it pushing. So we going up these stairs. Manager, we gotta go to the roof. Remember I told y'all I was on the rooftop. We had to go up like 3 fucking flights of stairs to get up there. It's like they got like 3 levels. It's Seaside in Houston. It's 3 levels, and we had to go to the roof. So I'm scared of heights. Like, I'm fucking scared of heights. Definitely, like if I gotta walk on the edge or something like that. Like, I don't know. It's weird because I like a view. I like an up high view, but I don't like to walk up the stairs and see down. I can't explain it. So we walked up 1 flight. I'm like, damn, this little up high. I was like, I didn't know you have to go up this high. I was like, I didn't think about it like that. So I'm walking up. Well, I thought it would have been like indoors. It would have been cool if it was indoors probably. I don't know. So I'm walking, and mind you, I told y'all the girls, they already walked off. So they was already walking off because I was the last one. And 2 of them was already going up the stairs or whatever. And it was another one right here with me. And I'm like, girl, hold on. I'm like, I'm scared. I was like, I didn't know it was like this. So she's like, come on. So she ended up walking up the stairs. Like, she was telling me, come on. And then she went up the stairs. So then I'm like, I'm scared. So I'm like still standing there. And she walking upstairs telling me to come on. The two men standing behind me. I'm like, y'all can go around me. You know what I'm saying? Girl, they started here laughing, like just standing directly behind me. I'm like, okay, y'all. I said, y'all being fucking weird. And they pissed me off. And she was like, come on. She's like, come on, you scared? Whatever. I was like, no, I'm not fucking scared. I was like, I said, they being some fucking creeps. That's how I said. And they standing right here behind me. Because why the fuck is y'all, they just like standing behind me like on some weird shit. Like, okay, so imagine I said it's 3 flights of stairs. So we went up 1 flight, which means I'm still standing right here at the part where, you know, like ain't no stairs. There's like a whole floor part right here. And then you had to go around this. Then the one they was going up, you had to go up the second one, then go up the third one, then the whole club at the top. So I'm still at the first one, imagine. My sister and them like at the third one. And then the other person who I was talking to was like at the, my cousin, she like at the like on the second stairs, but not all the way up. So, and it's dark right here. Cause it's like in the door kind of, but then it go out. If you know what Seaside, if you know how Seaside look, then you know what I'm talking about. I can't really explain it. So I'm just down here with these men. So it was like weird as fuck for me. Cause like, mind you, the first and second floor was empty. They had this part closed off because they didn't have that part open today. And it was already like 11 o'clock. So I guess that's why they had all that part shut off. So I'm like, yeah, let me go the fuck up these stairs. I ran up them stairs. So then they just behind me. So it's just throwing me off. So I'm like, go the fuck around me. Like, what is y'all doing? They just still behind me laughing, like being weird as fuck. Bitch, I ran up them stairs. And I said I wasn't scared. I said, I'm not even scared no more. Bitch, like I just ran up the stairs. Like, bitch, I'd rather be scared of the heights than to be down here with some 2 creepy ass men type shit. I'm like, ugh, they weird as fuck. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna leave that shit alone, though. Because I know sometimes I be just thinking too hard, so I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave it alone, sweep it under the rug. So then, we turn it up or whatever. We getting lit all night. We getting lit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We was just like giving shots. Yeah, they had $100 bottles tonight, so I don't even know why we just didn't get no $100 bottle. Instead, we all kept buying $10 shots. Their shots cost $10, $13 for some reason. That's weird. But, all their shots was $10. We didn't even know that. We were just buying shots. Because we already been drinking Douce, so we were going to keep Douce going. First, we got a slushie. It wasn't good. Like, it was like no liquor to me. So we ended up getting shots. We just kept getting shots. Give me another, give me another, give me another shot. Shot. Everybody just getting shots or whatever. Douce shots. So then these girls end up coming over there or whatever, because they're from Chicago too. So they end up coming over there or whatever. And they had hookah, and they asked me want to share hookah with them, whatever. And I'm like, I'm the one who smoke hookah, whatever. So I end up smoking hookah with them or whatever. That's just not normally something I would do. I promise y'all. Like, I don't do stuff like that. Like, just take stuff from people. But because I am, plus, the people kept coming around changing it, you know. And plus, you know what I'm saying? You can't trust nobody. Like, so, but they ain't look weird. But I'm just saying, I know you still can't trust nobody. So I'm like, fuck it, we out of town. Shit. So I ended up smoking hookah with them or whatever. But we was all still at one table. We was all still at one table or whatever. So then, let me put some lip gloss on. So then we end up, yeah, so we just smoke hookah with them, turning up, shaking ass or whatever. Cause you know me, I'm just a hype man type shit. So they all dancing, whatever. Then some men came over, asked, do we want a shot? I mean, cause like, whose birthday is this? It was my sister's birthday, and he was like, okay, I'm buying everybody a drink. What y'all want? So my sister's like, Douce. So we ended up getting he ended up buying a shot or whatever. Then the DJ was sending shots over for my sister, and my sister was already lit. So mind you, I'm taking her shots because he got clear. He got Patron. No, not Patron. He got Don Julio. So I'm taking all the shots he bring over there for her. She drank one of them, but he had sent like 2 more over there, and I drank both of them. She didn't know, but I'm like, yeah, she already lit. She like throw up everywhere. Mind y'all, she threw up everywhere. Anyways, but so I took those 2 shots that he sent over there. I had been having my own shots all night. And I took 2 shots from that, and then the man bought a shot. Then he ended up buying my sister another shot, and it was just sitting at the table. She was dancing, so I took that shot. Well, like the man wasn't bringing the shots over there himself. He, the lady was bringing them over there, the bartender or bottle girl, like whatever they call. was bringing it over there. So I was just throwing these shots back. Like, I'm like, yeah, she too lit. Plus, she said she was going to be one driving at first. Because she didn't know if Renee could drive or not. Drunk. And she said she can hold her liquor. Imagine, she haven't had her own shots, yeah. And then you could smoke out there too, so they were smoking actual weed or whatever. So I'm drinking. So imagine, you know, when you smoke a hookah or something, that shit, like, it boosts. Like, if you drinking, smoking something, hookah gonna boost you up, like, period. And I already took like 8 shots. And then a girl come over there. She's my she want anybody to ride the boat, drive the boat, whatever have you said. She want anybody to drive the boat. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, then nobody want to drive the boat. I'm like, I drive the boat. You know I'm drunk at this point because I'm taking shots from anywhere. For one, I'm smoking on people, somebody else fucking hookah. Well, I have my own mouthpiece, and I'm driving a boat from a motherfucker I ain't never even met in my life. Like, I was too turned for my motherfucking self. I couldn't take myself because I'm like, okay, I don't do stuff like this. You know, I'm cutting right up. But I was lit or whatever. Like, it was cool. So then I'm sitting there. I'm sitting right there by myself. I got my sister in purse. They too lit. Like, I knew they was too lit when they all left their purses sitting there. All of them left their purses just sitting there. My sister got all her shit out. She got her wallet, her phone. Like, all her shit just sitting out. I was like, gee, why is all your stuff out? Her weed, everything is just outside her purse. And we on these like red little couches. So if somebody was to come over, I would see them. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it's some open space. Like, it's real open out there. Or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm putting all my sister's stuff in her purse. And I'm like pulling the purses towards me. Then I grab the other 2 girls' purses that was with us. I could pull their purses towards me. And I'm just like, yeah, these hoes dumb and drunk. I'm lit as hell too, mind you. But I'm like, but I keep my eye open because I be too focused. Like I told you, I be too focused. So I grabbed they stuff or whatever, put it towards me. And then the girl who was with us, well, we wasn't with her, we met her there, the one who had the hookah. Her phone was sitting right there too because she wanted me to hold her phone because she had like a portable charge thing or whatever. She didn't want her phone get stolen. So I'm just right here holding everybody's shit type stuff. Still drunk though, but I could keep my cool. And I'm recording everything. I don't know, y'all can notice I was screaming in my videos so loud. I was definitely lit, super lit, super lit. I'm trying to hurry up for my phone over there. So I was definitely super lit or whatever. So then I'm sitting over there. Mind y'all, I told y'all I'm sitting down because I'm holding the girls' stuff. I'm making sure nobody get their shit. And our cups at this table, make sure nobody put nothing in our shit. So I'm too fucking focused. So I'm letting them make sure they turn up. And I'm telling you, I record everything, period. I don't care what it is, I record everything. So, he walked them in, walking up over. I was turning up with them, but mind you, I watch people have the porn in my eyes. I'm weird, I don't know. So, everybody cups sitting right here, whatever, and a man walk over there, and he got this motherfucking cup. That shit don't look, I don't know. It looked like some gold. Like, it looked like it's probably some clear mixed with dark. I don't know what it was, but the color wasn't right for me because we over here drinking Douce. You know what I'm saying? And the color, I know the color Douce. That's the only thing I drink. Or whatever. And he come over and say, he was like, where the birthday girl is? Where the birthday girl? Tell her to come take a shot. And I was like, she over there, she turned up. I was like, it's more than one birthday girl though. I'm like, it's a lot of them now. It was like 4 birthday girls out there. So he was like, he wanted the one that was at the table with us or whatever. So I'm calling her over. I'm like, come here, you take a shot or whatever. And he's like, here. He go her a shot. I was like, no. I said, I said, we don't do that. I said, we don't fucking take shots from nobody. I said, she got her own shot right here because she had a shot sitting there still. Before she had got up, and then she already had a Douce shot sitting there. I said, she gonna take her own shot. And I said, matter of fact, you gonna drink that shot. I said, you drink that one, and she gonna drink hers. Because, bitch, whatever you got in there, I ain't say this part to him, but I'm thinking, like, whatever he got in there, you gonna be off that shit. So I made him drink his own motherfucking shot. Sure did. And she drank hers. Or whatever. And then she started turning back up. But I ain't tell him until we left, though, because I'm like, I'm on my P's and Q's. So I'm gonna let them finish turning up, but I'm motherfucking watching. You know what I'm saying? Because don't bring nothing over here to nobody telling somebody to take that shit. No, you gonna drink your shit. He drank his shit. Now, I don't know what happened to him afterwards, but I made him drink his own shot that he brought over there. I think somebody else is in the drink it. Nah, you gonna drink that. Or whatever. So that was that. Or whatever. Everybody was turning up for the rest of the night. Boom. Now, it started drizzling. So match was like 2 o'clock. Well, it was like 1:40. They closed at 2 anyways. So it was like 1:40 something. And it started drizzling. So they shut the music off. Like, it's time to go. So everybody leaving. And then one of the men tried to help my cousin down the stairs. She had on a dress or whatever. She had a dress on. So this was the day of my sister's birthday. My sister had a dress on too. All of them had on dresses. I don't wear dresses, so I didn't have on one. So everybody with me had on dresses. And my sister had on a dress too, but she pulled her dress up, threw some pants on. Because she said she was trying to turn up. So imagine my cousin had on a dress too. And he helped her down the motherfucking stairs. Because she lit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody lit. But we could help each other down the stairs. So we leaving the two girls that we had met there, us four, and then the men. We all leave at the same time. Everybody ended up leaving. People started leaving way before it was start raining. Like, I guess people already knew it was gonna rain, or they probably, and it was a fucking Monday or Tuesday or something like that. So they probably was ready to go anyways. You know what I'm saying? Who out right now? So I think it was like a Monday. Yeah. So he tried to walk her down the stairs or whatever. So he ended up walking her down, but they moving a little too motherfucking fast or whatever. I didn't pay attention that was another man. I thought that was security at first because he favored one of the security guards. But once we got like down some and when I got towards the light, I'm realizing this man do not have on the security man got on black. This man shit blue. So I'm like, yeah, that's not no motherfucking security guard. So my sister ended up calling like, come on, get over here. Come over here. What is you doing? Get over here. And she was like, she don't need you to walk her that motherfucking far. So he ended up, because he was flying, like, imagine y'all. It was like he was trying to help her get her out the door type shit. And like he was like moving fast as hell trying to get out the door. So we ended up, and then plus it was like hella people standing outside. Like I guess everybody when they went downstairs, they ended up standing at the door. So it was like he couldn't run through them because it's like to get through you gotta walk all the way around this thing like that. So it was hella people still just standing right there. So he would not be able to get through like if he was to want to kidnap her or something like that. It would have been people just to stop him. Plus security was still at the door. So he ended up letting her go and just smiling like a fucking pervert, looking weird as hell. So it's like, all right, y'all get the fuck on, go ahead on. My job, they still not trying to walk around. So we walking around the thing, like we walking around the whole thing, whatever. They standing right there, like at the end of it. So they trying to walk us to we trying to walk y'all to y'all cars, make sure y'all car. We don't need y'all to walk us to shit. Like what the fuck? So I'm like, all right, I know what time it is. Like this shit, it's gonna go the fuck down. We was in a parking lot across the street, and then the girls we had met up there, was on the same side as the club. Like it's a parking lot on the side of the club. And the men was parked in that same parking lot with them. They was the only two cars right there. So they was parked right there in the same parking lot. So we trying to walk them over there because it's more us than them two. So it's them two and it's four of us. So we trying to walk them to their car. She like, it's cool, y'all go ahead. We already know what's going on, So we like, all right, bet. We still gotta go across the street. So my sister told me like, bitch, we would knock the fuck out. We would beat the fuck out of you. You ain't gotta walk us to our car. Shit. We ain't drunk. Fuck you talking about. She's like, we lit, but we ain't drunk. We ain't never drunk. We know what the fuck going on. Cussing his ass out. So I'm like, all right, let me help get to this motherfucking car. Cause bitch, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking stab the heads. I don't give a fuck. Like that's all I'm thinking in my head. I'm looking like, oh shit, we about to go to jail in Houston. Like, it's not gonna be easy. Like, you're not gonna be able, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't gonna be easy for you. Like, I don't know what type of people they used to dealing with up in Houston, but not to be like, you know what I'm saying? Not to suck our own dicks, like, but like, it's not giving that, dude. Like, it's not, I don't know. I think they thought we was some motherfucking dingy motherfuckers from out of town type shit, but it wasn't gonna give that, like, it was not gonna be like that. So we was already on our PCQ, we was ready. So that's when I made this video right here. I'm gonna insert that.
Gee, that's the same man. Turn the radio off. Turn the radio off. Turn the radio off. That's the same exact man who tried to make 50 take this weird ass shot. He gonna bring up some shot that was clear and brown mixed, some weird shit. I was like, nah, she ain't finna take that motherfucking shot. I was like, you take the shot, bitch.
I ain't know he brought her a shot.
Yeah, he brought her a shot. I said, no, you take that shot. Type shit. So they ain't gonna play like that. But, bitch.
Trying to walk somebody to the car. Like,
yeah. But I already know, bitch, we got our shit in the motherfucking car. Bitch, do not motherfucking play. But he trying to bring a weird ass shot for you to take, bitch. I said, no, you take that shot. I said, she got her own motherfucking shot right here.
I didn't even know them two people was together.
No, listen. I said, no, they was. They walked in behind us. But listen, I told him, he's supposed to tell the girl, take this shot right here. I said, no, you take your own motherfucking shot. She got her shot right the fuck here. He thought he was finna take a shot that he motherfucking made, bitch.
Wait,
no.
can we
she
go?
got her own shot. Bitch, everybody drunk, but ain't nobody stupid, bitch.
No,
we know what the fuck going on. We know about this sex trafficking, this raping shit. Bitch, we already know about all that shit. Your ass tweaking.
There's too many of us, G.
Yeah, and the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Y'all can't play like that. What the fuck? They ass weird. They ass old. Mr. Clean looking ass niggas. They ass weird as fuck. Fuck is you talking about, bitch? Come, bitch, follow us if you want to.
They had no niggas with us. Like, they bought us.
Right, bitch, they got that shit. They got this shit fucked up. Bitch, everybody, all the other girls had niggas with them. Bitch, come play with it. I swear to God, bitch, play with it. Play with it. Them niggas gonna lose their motherfucking life, bitch. Bitch, we need niggas with us next time we come down. These motherfuckers trying to sex traffic and rape some shit. They ass tweaking, bitch. Fuck is they talking about? They ass tweaking. Bitch, we couldn't take shit on the plane, but on poo-poo, I brought the motherfucking butcher knife out that motherfucking house. On poo-poo, bitch. I'm stabbing some shit. Fuck you talking about, bitch. You want to kill me. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, I know what the fuck I be doing, bitch. Fuck you talking about? I'm not being funny. Fuck.
Not for real.
They ass gonna lose their life tonight, bitch, trying to get some pussy. Bitch, you better go find some free pussy. Fuck you talking about this one ain't it.
Not for real.
These ones ain't it. If a motherfucker think they gonna ever motherfucking just grab me, bitch, you got another thing coming. You got to take my life. Bitch, you gonna have to fuck a dead pussy. Fuck you talking about, bitch. I ain't going like that.
And so I was going off and I was drunk and shit talking. I was serious though. Like I was so lit, but I was serious talking. Like I was pissed off or whatever. And mind you, the girl, one of the girls that we had saw up there, she had said that, what? Her phone hot as hell. Why are you texting me?
Okay, but it already passed 4.
Okay, hold on, I'm almost done. So, the girl that I told y'all that we had saw, or whatever, they's from the same city as us. She was like, she's from the same city as from us or whatever, and she said there's like a lot of sex trafficking and shit down there. So, mind y'all, that threw me off, because I'm like, okay, this is before the men tried that at the end. Like, they haven't been weird the whole night. So, I'm like, yeah, I knew it was one of those type of situations. So, I feel like there was some sex trafficking type shit trying to get somebody. Or whatever. So that was them two men. And then mind you, the man that was at the waterfall talking about don't start shit, we can't finish. Then mind you, the Airbnb dude, he being fucking weird. Because why you acting like you a woman on Airbnb? So I'm throwing it off from that. So I'm like, I don't know if he gonna try to come in this bitch at night or what. So I slept in the Airbnb room. I mean in the Airbnb. We all slept in, we had 2 bedrooms in the Airbnb. But we had all slept in one motherfucking room. And I had the whole thing of knives. You know, how you got a knife set? About 20 knives in that bitch. And I slept that bitch on the side of the bed. Like, tucked though. Because I was like, no. What the hell? Or whatever. So we was talking about that. And that was just like little shit. So we ended up fucking going to sleep after that. The Airbnb, the water ended up being off. I forgot to tell y'all that this is the day that we went to CSAT actually. So I skipped that part. The fucking water was off for the whole day. So mind y'all, when we had woke up that day, the water was off or whatever. So we couldn't brush our teeth, we couldn't use the bathroom, we couldn't do nothing before we left. So we ended up just leaving out or whatever. And I'm like, maybe the water, I'm like trying to calm it right down. Like maybe the water gonna be back on when we get back. Told you I'm trying to see the benefit of the doubt with everything. Like I'm trying to keep everything peaceful. I'm just trying to enjoy our trip. You know what I'm saying? We paid all this money. Let's just enjoy our trip. I wish we went to a hotel though, to be honest, or the right side of town. This is the ugliest part of town, to be honest. So let's enjoy our trip. Maybe the water be on when we get back. I told you we ended up coming back like 4 hours later. The water's still off. No, it was like 6 hours later. We ended up coming back. No, yeah, the water was still off. And so we couldn't get in the tub, we couldn't brush our teeth still, we couldn't use the bathroom still. So she ended up calling the Airbnb people, then they ended up turning it back on. So I'm like, that's fucking weird, because how soon as she called y'all about the water, well, she had been texting them about the water earlier that day when it was off. And they was like, she was back on, they probably running some tasks, da da da. Then all of a sudden, once she talked, mind y'all, office is closed, like, what you call them, like the complexes, offices closes like at what, like 5? It's already like fucking 6 o'clock. So how y'all call anybody and have them cut the water back on? I mean, like, that don't make sense, because if my water ever go off, it'd be like for like an hour 30 minutes if they like running tests for the pipes and all that. That'd be like an hour 30 minutes. So it'd been like 5 hours. I'm trying to figure out how. So that threw me off. Now I forgot to tell y'all about that part. But the water ended up coming back on. So that was just weird shit. So I'm gonna skip back to nighttime. So we ended up laying down or whatever. Told y'all I had all the naps with me. So yeah, next day it was time for us to go. Our flight didn't come to that night. So my sister asked them, could we stay there? We asked them, could we ever get extra time with Airbnb? Because, you know, on thing, you say you could stay. Extra hours you got to pay. They told us, no, we cannot stay. We have to go. So I don't know if they made it because we complained about the roaches or we complained about the water. Like, I just like they wanted motherfuckers to obey what they say and just be some goofies, like, type shit. And it was already ugly as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they didn't like for nobody to tell them about themselves type shit. So they made us leave. So we had to wait 10 hours for our flight. So we left out at 11 and our flight don't take off until 10 something. So we had to just ride around. That's when we ended up going to a couple places or whatever. Because we had nowhere else to go. Because we had nowhere else to go. So we had to do all that. So that was cool or whatever. We figured out what to do, where to go, and we ended up going to the Dollar Tree. We ended up going to the Dollar Tree so we get some stuff to clean up the car before we take it back. And a man, I won't say he was like weird or creepy, but I feel like he was weird. I feel like he was like a psychic or something shit. He threw me off too though, I ain't gonna lie. But I didn't think he was a pervert. I ain't saying he was a pervert or nothing. But we checking out at Dollar Tree. Imagine we wasn't talking about my sister's birthday. We wasn't talking about shit. Like, we went in there, got some drinks, and we got some car cleaning stuff, and we left. Or we was leaving out. So, we checking out. We all checked out, waiting on my sister. The man tells her, happy birthday. And he winked. He's like, oh, yeah, by the way. Or he's like, oh, yeah, and by the way, happy birthday. I can't wink. I don't know if I did or not. So, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, I said, I gotta go the fuck home. I was like, I cannot be out here. Like, I'm like, just like too much creepy shit going on. I'm like, how the fuck do we know it's your birthday if we have not said shit about your birthday? She ain't dressed like it's her birthday. We got on regular airport clothes. Like, we out here looking a hot ass mess. Not really a hot mess, but a mess. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got on some regular jogging clothes, like, and leggings and shit like that. Like, nobody got on nothing special. Our hair not done. Her hair wasn't done. Like, we look like, yes, like we just woke up. You know what I'm saying? We woke up like this type shit. And he tells this girl, happy birthday. He said, and by the way, happy birthday. In fucking weeks, I'm like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to go home for real. So we ended up going to the car wash, cleaning the car out. Well, like cleaning it out, not the outside, cleaning the inside out. And I was supposed to go to the airport, and I still had the knife in my purse. After all this, I had the knife. I had to hurry up and throw the knife away. Y'all, because I still had this knife in there all this time. Like, girl, I would have got locked up at that thing so bad. So then, y'all, we at the airport. So my job, we finally at the airport now, boom. And it's a man that's just weird as fuck. Like, we going to the airport. We in Houston airport. So the man was standing behind us or whatever. And he like, well, he was standing behind my sister and Kamaya. Me and Renee was, I was waiting on her because she, we was like in different lines, you know, when you checking in or whatever, they need to see your ID and your little paper or whatever. We was back there, so I was waiting on her. I'm like, no man left behind, definitely not in this weird ass city. So I'm back here with her, and you know how just everybody just like moving fast. So me and Renee ended up being like 4 people behind my sister and them. So it's like my sister and Kamaya, and then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 men right there, or whatever. So the man was letting us go around because he saw us talking to my sister and Kamaya or whatever. He saw us talking to them, so he was like, you know, y'all can go around whatever. And they was like, come up here. They was like, tell us to come in front of them, or whatever, because it was like still a couple people who wouldn't let us in front of them, or they didn't tell us to get in front of them, so we was just still being like in the middle or whatever. So she was like, come around, come in front of us. So I'm standing on the side, whatever, because I didn't want us all just standing like right there. So I just like turned my body towards the side, and then my sister Renee, they all right here, come on. So the man, it's a man, he steady stepping up. I thought I was tripping, but I'm like, damn. I'm like telling them to look. I was like, y'all look at him. Like, I'm like, is he like close as shit? So they end up scooting up some. When they scoot up, he scoot up. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, he weird as hell. So we just thinking that he steady doing it, like being close as fuck. She was home, so she was like, back up some. So he ain't say nothing, so we ended up moving up. We moved up. He moved up. Imagine he like right on Kamaya's side, like he right behind her, and he like close as hell. So I was like, oh my god, he being so weird. Like it was like throwing me off. I'm like, why are he so close? Like he was like close, like he then like if he wanted to hump, he could. Like that's how close he is. So I keep thinking I got my glasses on, so I keep doing like this. So my sister ended up telling him like, come on, you can go around me. He like, oh, thank you. I'm thinking maybe he ain't speak English or something, because bitch, we started telling you to move back, you still standing there. So she like, you can go around. He said, oh, thank you. He said it clear as day. Like he said that shit clear, like no accent, none of that. So after he go around, whatever, she was like, he had his phone in his hand when he walked around. Why was his phone was on his camera screen? Like he was on the camera screen, like where he was taking pictures of people's ass or something, like some weird shit. Like I could, like you could just tell he'd give off pervert vibes, but you don't want to just look at somebody and say they give off pervert vibes. But he got the face of a fucking pervert. Like I don't know how to explain it. You know, you know. So he had his camera. I mean, he had his screen on camera. Like he had it on his camera. He took a picture of somebody's ass. Whose ass I don't know, but he was close and taking pictures of people's booty. And so she was like, you can go around. There was a woman, a lady in front of us. She was real sharp. You know what I'm saying? She had like on a suit type fit, but it was like fit like a woman's suit. So he doing the same thing to this lady, like or whatever. She like a black lady or whatever. He doing the same thing to her. So she said he's scooting up, like she watching him out the corner eye, like she like turned to the side a little bit, and she watching him out the corner eye, cause we watching her watch him, and he still got his phone out. Like so I'm like, I think he's taking a picture of her ass now, like. You know what I'm saying? And every time she scoot up, he scoot up. Like he literally just kept doing, scooting up. Like being weird. Like just being weird as hell. So that's when we finally got through the thing or whatever. And it was so packed, the airport was so packed that they started just stacking people's shit up on, you know, the trays. They just stacking people's trays all up on top of each other and shit like that. So we all trying to grab our shit. So we like, someone was like, this is grab ours, and we just going to the side. So we all grabbed our trays and just moved to the side instead of trying to just grab our stuff off. Like, you know how you normally would do it at what's it called, at an airport. So we just like hurrying up, grabbing our stuff, and we moved to the side. So we moved to the side. Renee bent over because she had her tray on the floor, you know, on the tray, on the other tray. She had put it down, and she was just grabbing her shit out of there. And then why this same fucking man just standing behind her? Like she bent over like this, grabbing her stuff. He's standing right here. So I was just like, go, you can go around. Like he's just still standing there like he don't speak English or something. Like you speak fucking English, dude. So he just still standing behind her. So I'm like, you lift up. I'm like, lift up, G. Just get up. But I'm like, he behind you. Like he all behind you. Then he finally want to walk his ass around. Just being weird. So he finally walked around. And we finally got on a plane. I'm like, I gotta go home so bad. Like, if I don't get out of this motherfucking city, I'm like, it's fun to turn up in, but I'm ready to go home. So we ended up finally getting on this plane. The turbulence was, it just did it like one time. Horrible turbulence. Like, it was like too much. So then we finally going down. I know y'all fucking watch Soul Plane with Kevin Hart. That's how he was driving that motherfucking plane when it was time to land. Like, I guess he was sleepy, but he flew that fucking plane. Like, I don't know, like, it sounds crazy to say he flew the plane, but he was going fast. It just, like, feel like we was going fast. Like, it didn't feel like we was rocky or nothing, but it just feel like we was going faster than earlier. And plus, we got there quicker than earlier. We had got there in, like, an hour and 50 minutes. The last time, it took us, like, fucking 2 hours and 50 minutes. I don't know. It was weird for me. I don't know if he took a different route. Like, I don't know how they go with the plane. Like, I don't know. Well, we got there quicker, and when we was landing, it was like we was going down. Whoop, whoop. Like, let me show y'all. I gotta show y'all an example on my phone. It was like this. Drop down. You know when you usually land on a plane, they go straight down like that. You know what I'm saying? No. It was like dropping and then shaking. Dropping and then shaking. And then, girl, we did that the whole way down. And then he flew so fast. You know how they do that? Oh, it was just a mess. Like, it's like he couldn't find the ground or something. Like, I'm like, okay, it's time to get the fuck ASAP and leave this trip the fuck behind us because I'm just thrown off. And then, girl, why we see him flying through the airport like he had somewhere to be. Like, excuse me, sir, that you signed up to be a goddamn pilot. Like, you don't drive nobody like that. That threw me off. That pissed me off. I'm like, this whole trip is pissing me off. Like, it was lit when it was lit, but like, other than that, outside of being lit is weird. You know what I'm saying? But we made it home, back home safely. Obviously, I'm back home, bitch. And yeah, that was just too much for me. So I don't even play like that. But thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to hurry up before it dies. This is dying. So thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you go to Houston or anywhere, always be on your P's and Q's. Watch out for people trying to drug you. Watch out for people trying to drug you, kidnap you, all type of weird stuff. So just be on the lookout. It's a lot of perverts out here. I'm telling y'all. Stay on your P's and Q's. Get lit. Like I did. I'm telling y'all. I got lit, but stay on my P's and Q's. Period. Always stay safe. Because, you know, being a woman anywhere, it's just weird. You can't even be a woman. You can't even turn up. Can't even do shit as a lady without people being weird. They think everybody want to just fucking be a fucking whore. Like, bitch, I'm turning. It's called turning up, not being a whore. Bitch, I'm not shaking my ass for you. I'm shaking it because that's what I feel like doing. You know, type shit. Dress how you want to dress, but just be on your fucking P's and Q's. They think a motherfucker's dressing sexy for them. No, this is for you. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But anyways, let me close this out. Stop running my motherfucking mouth because my phone's finna go dead. Thank you for watching.
Get this back, cause that's all I know. I'ma chase it back until the day I go.